Right then guys, I'm FRL Mark. I'm going to be a comms guy for tonight. There's a few things I need to say before we start qualifying within 2 minutes. Sorry for last week, I did try making it, but due to unforeseen circumstances I was unable to do it on time. And second, I have not got the spectator mode, so I'm gonna stick with this camera angle because every time I come to drive it just brings me back into my car. I can't change the view or anything like that, but we'll address the issue to make sure it doesn't happen again for the next race. This is Taco Tuesday, Season 9, Round 2 at Suzuka. It is powered by Next Level Racing, who you need to go and have a look at our Discord. They're also on Instagram. Give them a like and a follow if you want to upgrade any part of your racing rig or get anything you would anything to do with racing. Check them out. You never know, you might like something. But we just got under 1 minute left to go. I did join. It was a lot lighter 45 minutes ago. Temperature was a few degrees higher, track temperature too, so by the look on it, it's going to be a dark race with qualifying starting at 7 PM the next day, so it's definitely going to be a dark race. The temperatures are going to drop quite a lot. No doubt they'll go down to at least 14, 13 maybe, but towards the end of the race, tide temperatures are going to be crucial. So we've got just under 10 seconds before we start qualifying. Everybody will qualifying will start when all the cars either track limit, come into the pit, or finish their lap they're on now. But as you can see, you've got Reina currently the quickest so far, so it's going to be an exciting qualifying with Berry, Frank, Ryan, Nesbitt, Edwards, Adam, Rommel, Mosquito, McEntee, Toe, McCutcheon, Cheese Monkey, Peso, Muscle Dog, Oslo, Nerdans, Captain, Nickenon, Clark, Reese, Mr. Gedman, Hendricks, that's me, but I'm not racing, and you got Wood. So you got currently 24 cars which will start qualifying when all the cars decide to come in. So we'll keep an eye out for the first guy out on track. I do like to keep the map big during qualifying just to see where everybody is out on track. Just it's a little bit easier to catch people when they come in through the final sector to see if they can improve on their time, to see where it goes from there. But I hope you all the best. Drive hard, fast, and have fun. And let's wait for this clock to count down. It's going to be an exciting race. There are names on this board who I've never raced with or I've never seen, so it's going to be exciting. I do know the guys who I've never seen before, so just keep a close eye out on them to see how they do during the race. So first guy out on track is 204. Looks like everybody's trying to get out as quick as possible just to get anti temperatures up, because I think it's going to take at least 2 laps minimum. It's definitely a dark race because he's just coming up the S's now. It takes a little bit of curb going on there now. A lot of cars do need to be a little bit cautious coming out of the pits, because there are going to be very, very cold tyres which need warming up. So we got Edwards leading a pack. He is going to set the benchmark time unless he has track limits, with Reese not too far behind. Also McCutcheon. Not too sure who the next car is behind him, but this is the racing angle for the race. Due to, like I explained in the beginning, guys, the spectator's view, and we can't see where the next car is behind him, who is Ryan. It would have been nice for it to be a little bit lighter, to see everybody's livery, to see what they have gone with. But we'll just have to make do with this for now, and hopefully the next race will be a lot lighter so we can see these awesome liveries. There's a bit warming up his tyres. The speedy Mr. Gedman not too far behind. Austell. So everybody seems to be getting bunched up now. The last thing we need now is for people to come down the 130R and have contact due to this build-up of cars. Start flying lap. It looks like the 204 Edwards car has gone for it. We're just trying to get everybody in to see. Oh, no way. McGinty, trust me to this commentator's curse, sorry. What are the chances? Good fierce fight there, Missile Dogs, as well as Merdins. Not too far behind. Well, McGinty has come straight back out on track. So Edwards is still halfway around the racetrack at the moment. They're coming up the tricky part of the track, the S's. You can either right then, got Berryman. So there are a few new faces out on track. Well, faces, racers, sorry. Race with a couple of them. Oh, I think that's going to be a track limit. Unfortunate. Who set the fastest lap in free practice? Reina. Also got the Mosquito not too far behind. Also Wood in the Ferrari making his way. And then there's drop down, rightly so, letting cars past due to track limits. No doubt he'll put in a good time. The tyres should be nice and warmed up now. The time start coming in now. We'll give it another lap before everybody. I think he wants to slow down a little bit. I think he's got a faster car. Looking at like, I think Nikinen just catching up, but pretty rapid for that end. I thought something could have happened. I think Captain may have had track limits in. I think he was just on the wrong side of that white line end, but not sure. So we've only got 12 racers at the moment who have set time, with the fellow Welshman Nesbitt in the pits with a 202 with the fastest lap currently. There's a couple of cars all bunched up. I think if you're a little bit quicker in the car in front, back out of it a little bit, you know, don't try and overtake, it's not a race, you want to try and get the best position on track as possible. So this could not end well, but did he force him into an error? Was the other car on a faster lap? Who knows? With fastest cars catching up to slower cars, it's a bit unfortunate because it's not a lot of time, 15 minutes. It's a long track, just over 2 minutes to do a lap. So potentially, if you come out of the pits and go around, I think you may just about do 5-6 if possible, depending on traffic. As Adam now goes the quickest guy in the BMW as they come up the S is part of the track. Sometimes it is very tricky. You can either come up here and nail it, or just one little oversteer and that's it. You lose nearly 2-3 tenths, and it's very unfortunate. There's got a car off track now. You stay off track. The BMW, the 108, I believe that is Reese. So it's a couple of cars catching. So Cheese Monkey's the 17th one now to set a time. Can he improve on his time? As just keep an eye on the telemetry now with the cars coming across the finish line to see if they can improve or make or set a time. The captain does set a time. He goes 7th quickest. So the next one to cross the line now is McCutcheon with no time. Let's see what he can pull off. I think he stays where he is. You got Peso coming across the line now. Can he improve on his time? He goes 11th with he lost out on time then. I believe that was Edwards might have taken it off him, going into the second spot, sharing the front row with Adam currently at the moment. So Rommel is next across the finish line. Can he improve on his time? Can he get out to 14th? He doesn't, he stays there. So Austell coming across the line now. No, there's so many cars bunched up, guys, I can't exactly just pick all these at the moment, sorry. 77 was the last one across the line with no time. Indeed, he does come up into 13th spot. Currently making it count, but after 10 minutes. So Wood has not set the time. Can he set the time? He does set the time. He goes 18th quickest. So the car 909 Nikanen, can he improve on his time? Stays in 11th spot. So we have the car of Mosquito in 17th. Where can he come? Can he improve on his time? With just 5 minutes left of racing. So right now, the quickest guy on free practice, where can he put his car? Stays in 7th. I was looking back, I thought somebody nicked my number, and I was like, oh, it's past me. Oh my god. Right, so Peso, I think he just crossed the line now. He goes 8th quickest, well done. The new guy. And you got Nesbitt, where is he gonna do? He improves on his time just a little bit, but he stays in 10th. Berryman, it's a new one for me. He might have come up from the AM class, but he stays in 6th place. because some of these guys may have raced in last season. I raced last season and there was no tier 2 comms, but I give my seat up so I can do comms for this season. I did it in season 7, raced in season 8, now I'm doing comms in season 9. Rommel improves at his time. Right, it's hard to keep up with cars out on track at the moment because, who's that? I think that was Tour coming across the finish line then. I don't know if he improved on his time. The bloody screen just went for an epileptic fit. But at least we're still racing. So Wood's coming across the line now. 21st, does he improve? He doesn't. Right, we have out on track a couple of other cars, 73 Hendricks. Oh, he's halfway through the track. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong number. So Adam is sharing the front row provisionally with Edwards, with Frank in third. On the second row with Cheese Monkey. These times are absolutely phenomenal. Rainer, all the way down to 9th spot. It's less than half a second. It's just under a second from 14th down. So it's going to be some action. And these guys, they're just over a second and not too far behind. I'm sure people can go a little bit quicker. Like I said, it's most probably night. A little bit off put in certain parts of the track with lights flashing in front of your eyes. But yeah, it's racing. It's going to be a good one. Berryman improving his time. No, he stays in 9th spot. So Rommel is not too far behind in 10th. Can he improve on his? No, he stays where he is too. Wants to come across the line. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Hendrick stays where he is too. Where's he crossing the line? Right. Reese stays where he is. Right then, Mr. Gedman, where are you coming in? Can he improve on his time? He stays where he is in 22nd. Wood just out in front at the moment, or just behind Mr. Gedman. It's a bit unfortunate. Well, let Clark improve. He stays where he is too. Right. So the quickest guy out on track at the moment is Adam, followed by Edwards. Peso is in 3rd, Frank in 4th, currently at the provisional at the moment. Cheese Monkey in 5th, will stay in 5th or could potentially lose out with any one of these guys still out on track, but who knows. Racing is a funny sport. So Edwards, can he improve? Can he get first? Looks like he stays where he is too. So Nesbitt comes across the line in 13th and stays where he is too. I believe that's Nesbitt in 13th in a Lamborghini with another fellow Welshman not too far behind in a BMW 69. Who can't take it off him? They said in the chat it's going to be a close race between these guys. Let's make a countdown as the countdown has commenced for everybody now to make this final lap count, and I'll try and get everybody as they cross the line. I can't see the car in front of the 3, 2, 1. What is it? Who's Frank? Who does not improve? I believe that may have been Hendricks just in front. Hendricks is in 23rd. I think it does improve a little bit. Let's have a look again. Just got Ryan on track now. He stays where he is. So we got Wood coming across the line. He does improve on his time. He goes up into 20th spot. So Clark is coming around the corner now in 20 seconds. Can he improve? Can he go quicker? No, he stays where he is. Captain, he does improve. He goes up into 13th spot. So the guys out on track at the moment is Ryan. Rainer, he goes quickest. He is gonna be setting the pace going around the track at the start of the race. McGinty comes around the final corner now. What improvement can he make on his time from 17th? Goes up into 12th. Also, Nesbitt's coming across the line in 15th, so he was the last car to come across the line. He went up 2 places, so that, guys, is starting 24. So, Reina has the quickest lap, who is on pole with a 2:01.2, literally a fingernail away, with Adam in second. Also you have Edwards in third, Pesos in fourth, Frank fifth, Cheese Monkey in sixth, Ryan in seventh, Mertens in eighth, Whistledog in ninth, Berryman 10th, Rommel 11th, McGinty 12th, Nisbet 13th, McCutcheon 14th, Captain 15th, Toe in 16th, Heikkinen 17th, Ostel 18th, Reese 19th, Wood 20th, Mosquito 21st, Clark 22nd, Hendricks 23rd, and Chris Gedman in 24th. So they are your 24 racers out on track, with the times are absolutely close. From there, 16th down to first is only 1 second, and these guys are just behind, just over a second, which is great. Well, it's great lap times from everyone. So they need to make his count out on track at the moment. When we start, as soon as the countdown starts, we got 2 minutes, I believe. I'm sure everybody love nerves, twitchy bums, a little bit of a sweat on now, anxiety going through the roof, excited, which is good. The track temperature has gone down now to 16, so if you started and your PSIs were absolutely spot on, the 17, I normally go up 0.2 on all 4 per degree it comes down, but that's just me. In a wet is a different story, but who knows, it could be a wet race. It's going to be in 1 hour of the server time. Temperature as it stands is very, very low. It's windy, got a hell of an overcast, so there may be potential rain. Suzuka can do that. Start off dry, get a little bit wet, come back on dry, but so the last thing you want to do is make 2 pit stops. So as it stands, why have I joined the bloody track? Oh yeah, flip it, joined the race. Pit windows and tyre change is mandatory. Pit window, I believe, may open after 1 minute, close on the final minute, but tyre change is mandatory. It's up to you whenever you want to do that. Fueling is allowed, so you can do 20 laps. Fuel, it's going to be 30 seconds whatever you do anyway, so fueling doesn't really matter, because 30 seconds is the time for a tyre swap. Fixed fueling I think is 25 seconds, but time change depending on the pitting rules, so you could save 5 seconds by doing that, but in this scenario the pit window will be open after the first minute and close for the last minute, so you can change your tyres whenever you want during the race. A lot of people like to go very, very long and then go lighter at the end. On a track like this, if you can be consistent on a very difficult track like this with a heavy car, sometimes it can go in your favour, but tyre wear is absolutely brutal depending on car and setup you're in. Some people have good setups and their tyre management will be brilliant. There are some cars that well, tyres do get absolutely burnt down so quick, depending on the driver as well. So we have got just over a minute left before we kick off our formation lap, and we can start having a look at the second round at Taco Tuesday at Suzuka Season 9, powered by Next Level Racing. Don't forget, guys, Formula Racing League streams the YouTube videos. Don't forget to give them a subscribe and a like as well.
30 seconds.
Also, Formula Racing League is also on Instagram. Give them a follow if you're on Instagram, and Facebook too. More the merrier. Love to get as many on board as possible. Don't forget, Next Level Racing, you want to check them out too. They got lovely equipment. So we've got just 2 seconds to go before we start. So here we go. So Ryan will set the pace for the formation lap, and I'm assuming it's gonna be guided. So we'll just see everybody go through the list at the moment, all the races out on track. Yep, let me get rid of that bloody map. That's a better picture. You can see some of the cars at night, look lovely. Especially the shine of some of the brighter ones. Sure, some of the dark ones in the day look lovely too. A few cars out on track, which we have a variety: Porsche, Ferrari, Honda, Audi, BMW, Lexus, Aston Martin, Bentley. It's a nice variety out on track, that is. As everybody gets them brake temperatures and tyre temperatures up to scratch as best as they can. So the track temperature is at 16, ambient is 16. So tyre temperature is going to be crucial during this race. Looking in the background, it is a bit of an overcast. It might not rain, but it'll be a dark race, I think. Obviously it's going to be a dark race, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain. But who knows? A little bit of rain might spice it up halfway through. Be a bit difficult now who to pick starting at the very start of the race, because I'd rather be a couple of cars back to see the little battle going into turn 1, because we haven't got camera angles, spectator camera angles, which is very, very unfortunate, but I'll try and get you as much of the racing as possible, which everybody deserves. But Hendrix off. I think it'll double file now. Just a bit ambitious. It'll all catch up on his corner, no doubt. So if I just go down to the front four, might even jump on board the cheese monkeys, get somebody on the inside line. Let's go up a couple. Should go with Edwards because he's on the inside line. Dirty side of the track, start of the race. Seen the front runners in front. So we are about to start season 9 Taco Tuesday round 2 Suzuka right about now. As you come down into the first corner, no doubt a lot are going to be on very, very cold tyres. You all make it safe around the second corner too as they make their way up into the S's. It seems to me that everybody seems to have got away okay at the moment at the front. Just checking at the back, this bit of dirt being kicked up. So I'm just going to go up a few races. Oh, there's contact. No way. Oh, let's see what's happening. Yeah. Oh, everybody's going to make it through, I think. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. There's more contact. Oh, no way. There's more contact again. Front, back, rear. It's all happening here. Oh, no way. It's very unfortunate. Especially going up the S's. A tricky part of the track. Cold tyres. Let's have a look what's going by further down. It seems Chris has stayed out of trouble from everybody, which is a good thing. He most probably just let everybody try and regroup without making contact. But there's more contact again. No way from the Aston Martin and the Lamborghini of Berryman and Nesbitt. So out in front at the moment you have Rayner, followed by Adam, followed by Edwards, Ryan, Whistledog, Rommel, Peso, who started 4th, I believe, has lost a couple of places. Let's have a look. Let's keep an eye on this battle coming down at the 130R. Tyre temperature, who's going to break the latest? Who's going to... Yeah, I thought so. The car following was always going to back out a little bit earlier. The car in there's been coming down into the final chicane now. Oh, here we go. As they come out of the final corner. There's a bit of breathing space. Have a look who's the closest. It looks like Hendrix has had a fair bit of contact. Looking at the rear of his car, as it looks like he's gaining slightly, ever so much, coming down into the first corner of Reese. Makes himself look big. As rightly so, Reese leaves him a little bit of space. Closes the door. Nice. As he keeps him behind with the fallen car of Nikenal not too far behind. These two battling it out, coming up into the S's. I'll just keep on board with these at the moment till we get out of the S's to see how this pans out, because if you touch a bit of the curb or a little bit of oversea or anything like that, you can lose a lot of traction on cold tyres coming up this part of the track. Seems like he's catching him coming out of that corner as Nikenal does. Looks like Hendrix giving a flash to try and put him off. So Rayner is out in front, followed by Adams and Edwards. Also still Ryan is in 4th. But just look at the telemetry, guys. Just have a look who's the closest telemetry, and then just keep on board with them sometimes, just to get the best, closest racing as possible. As Nesbitt seems to be under a lot of pressure from Frank. I don't believe in flashing during the race to put a driver off only for a blue flag, but you know, that's me, that's racing, that's another one that's driving. As Nesbitt goes a lot wide there, Frank is really close to him as they go down into the 130R. This is going to be very crucial to each driver as they go around this corner now, who can be better on the brake coming down into this chicane. It looks like Frank was the better driver, and it looks like you can have a better drive out of this corner. Nesbitt's going to be under a lot of pressure now with the slipstream, depending who's got what rear wing. It looks like Nesbitt has a little bit of the lower wing and gained a little bit of time coming down that straight end. So a bit further back now, we have these cars all battling it out now. Nikon, Reese and Hendricks. Looks like Hendricks has passed Reese. Reese needs to make a counter comeback, but he's got the Audi of Nikon not too far behind. Out in front now you got Adam, who's not too far behind Rainer. Rainer lost a little bit of time. I'm sure he's a little bit further up the track than he is now. So, that was late on the brakes, which he's made it stick. No bad traction coming out of there then. Tyres must be warm now after the third lap, I believe, or on the second lap. Let's see if he can get close enough coming down into the final chicane and coming out to the final corner to see if you can put him under pressure coming down into the first corner. But it is tricky if you can keep flat-ish of just a little bit coming out of this corner. You will have a better opportunity to defend. There's the best on the brakes on this corner. It looks like he's gonna stay in front. Now this is where he needs to go. He's lost some time now. Very late on the brakes as Adam, but contact wasn't made. So Rommel, has he got anything from McEntee in front of him coming down into the first corner? I think he's a little bit too far back. Nope, he's not close enough. So Frank is on the back of Nesbitt again. Let's have a look a little bit further down on the telemetry. It looks like Clark. Looking at the telemetry, and I thought he was a lot closer than what he was. Making it. Reese and Hendricks are still having a blast of a race. Looks like Hendricks can't pull away too much because maybe the damage. Looking at the rear of this car, it looked a little bit banged up. But Nikonen's car seems to be okay at the rear. Don't know what's like at the front. If he was caught up in any contact, it would have been the front aerodynamic may have been making his front end stick a little bit better than it should be. But Nikon is all over the back of Reese now, and Reese got some defending to do coming down into this corner. It looks like Nikon is going to have a better drive out that corner. I think he just went a little bit. Oh no way! I thought so. I thought he was going to make a little bit of an error in the way he attacked that corner and turned it a little bit too tight. A little bit. If he'd come out of it a little bit better, he'd have had a great drive out of that corner. Clark has got toe just in front. Looks like he just outbraked himself then. So Mertens has made his pit stop. So he's definitely going to go to the end of the race, depending on his tyres, because it is a brutal track of the tyres. So who knows? So Mosquito is all over the back of Reese now. So jump on board with these guys at the moment. So we're just looking out in front at the moment. Rainer with the fastest lap. Adam in second. Let's have a look how this pans out at the moment, because he's picking up a lot of speed coming down there then. Reese goes a lot wider than Mosquito. He's going to keep it just in front and on track. He does. Coming up in the S's now, this is going to be a crucial part. It looks like Mosquito just outbraked himself, so I don't think he's got anything for him at the moment. So Adam is still over the back of Rayner. He's not letting him out of his sight. A nice little scrap now towards the end of the race with these two if they keep it like this, depending on what's happening with fuel and tyre load. So I'll jump on board with this guy because you can see the other two cars in front of us battling as well. So we've got another three-way happening: Ryan, Missile Dog and Pesos. So just jump on board there now, just a sec. So he's going to have a good drive out of this corner coming down into 130R. If he can stay behind him, put him under a lot of pressure, make him do a mistake, go a little bit wider maybe. So this is going to be, it's going to be a late break coming in now. I don't think he's close enough in. So the car behind is going to love this. If anything happens between these two in front, he's going to take full advantage, as long as he doesn't get caught up in the mix as well. So, flipping out. So just looking at telemetry now, Adam is all over the back arena. Now he is, so this is for the race lead. Coming up into the S's, where this part of the track needs to be spot on. No oversteer, no understeer, no nothing. Just plenty of traction. But it looks like Rena had a little bit of a slide in. Got to make that part of the section count. The rest of it is easy. It's just that part. You can gain and lose so much time. Right. Has he got anything for him after this next hairpin left? He likes to brake late, I know. I think that's why you've caught him up. So he didn't have the two-part of a drive out of there. Thought it could have been a little bit quicker, but as we jump on board with these guys at the moment, these three are scrapping it out. He loses a little bit of traction by going a little bit wide, then just off the curb. So there's a couple of battles happening all around the park anyway, so if nothing happens, be here now, coming into the turn 1, going up the S's, it's normally stalemate. Just try and jump on board with some of the guys a bit further down the park. Who else is having a scrap as well? So he's a little bit too far back, maybe he can have a better drive out of this 130R. No, Nesbitt's going to stay in front. It looks like still empty. He's lying to me. Doesn't look like he's under half a second. So Clark got toe in front. So Rommel and McKenty jump on board with these guys. If nothing happens, be here. Looks like Rommel Clark may have a look on the toe. He does make toe go wide. He's going to have a better drive at this corner. I think he's going to take him coming down into the first turn with a better drive out of the last corner, having the inside line, pushing toe a little bit wider. They get in very, very close. He's just making him put his elbows nice and big. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Well, there's a little bit more contact there, so no way. Let's keep it out on track, guys. Oh, no way, that's further contact, and very unfortunate. Oh, no way. Especially being a bit further down. I know it's nice close racing, but could have been a little bit more room given either way for both drivers. I don't know who was at fault then. They both driving nice, hard and fast, but it's racing. So we've got a few cars bunched up here now. So you've still got Rainer out in front, followed by Adam, not too far behind. Edwards is dropping slightly, with Rai dropping even more slightly, with Dog looks like he's making some time up on Ryan. But let's see what happens with these bunch of cars just out in front. There's a few cars now. There's one just late braking, but there now that looks like Peso. Not too far behind now with Rommel, who's going to have not a bad drive coming out to the final corner. Oh, he has a little bit of a wobble there, and I don't think he's got traction coming out that corner as well as he should have. He got Pesos and put Dog under a lot of pressure. As Pesos, Dog gives him some space to get ready, very close. As they come up into the S's now, the car in front is normally the dominant car to stay in front coming up to the S's. Depending on, like I said, you've got to make a count coming up the S's. Seems to have stayed in front. We've got Adam all over the back arena now. Just jump on board with a couple of the other guys. Just looking at the telemetry now. There is Blow Mosquito. As we come up the S's, we'll just get up to that one at the moment. Sorry for the picture change and stuff like that. Like I said, next race now we'll get this spectator mode sorted, so we can see, well, great racing as you're doing tonight, but better angles. So we got a three-way battle here now with Ryan holding off Dog. So just have a look a bit further down. He's got Toe and Clark in the pit, with Ostel, Mertens and Nikinen making the pit stop. Gedman has started from, I believe, 22nd. He's 2 from last, and now he's up into 18th. Got a couple of other races a bit further down the order. You know, Cheese Monkey I think was in like 5th or 6th or something. But let's have a look who's going to be later on the brakes. But here, I think the race so far at the moment, these two, who's going to make the first mistake is Reina. Oh, there he goes. By being under pressure from Adam. Is Adam going to try so hard he makes a mistake and goes off a little bit and gives Reina a little bit of breathing space? Seems like they both pushing each other along. A lot closer this lap now, so anything can happen coming down into this hairpin. The drive out of this hairpin is going to be crucial as he goes a little bit wide and then tucks it in. Nice. I think he dropped a 10th, but still got the next couple of corners to come down into the 130R and try and make it count. I don't know if it's the driver twitching or glitching or whatever, but maybe that's why he's lost a little bit of traction. I'm not too sure. I just hope it's not the camera angle and he is racing fine. He's dropped down nearly a second now, so we'll just jump on board with these guys, which are very, very close. So let's have a look a bit further down the track as well. We'll just jump on board with these guys at the moment. This is looking very, very good for Pesos coming down into turn 1. Oh, no way, there is more contact. That is not intentional in my eyes. That was Dog going off. Going a little bit wide coming out to the final corner. Has Ryan Nice little power slider, keeping it on track as well. Whistle Dog did go a little bit wide, caught a little bit of dirt, come across. There was nothing that Pesos could do, which is unfortunate because these three have been battling it out for the last couple of laps, and this could have been a very, very good race for all three of them, but now there is two. So Ryan is under a lot of pressure for Pesos now, who's right up his ass. Oh, sorry if with McGinty not too far behind as well. He could take a full advantage of this as well. He's just come from nowhere to to make it another three-way. And not too far behind is Rommel as well, so we got a four-ways happening there. Well, looks like Ryan may be struggling on them tyres. Rommel's a little bit too far back at the moment, but coming out the next couple of corners he could be close enough. So have a look at Ryan's traction. He is struggling for traction, so a good drive out of this will put him under a lot of pressure. Big stay behind him under that slipstream. So he is closer to Ryan in front at the moment, as he does go a little bit wide. They both looks like it looks like Pesos will have a better drive out this corner, especially being so close on the slipstream. He may have put the power down a little bit too much in and lost a little bit of traction, but not too far behind them is these guys. Just going down the order now, it looks like Mr. Gedman's under pressure, but we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, no way, there's more contact. Whistle Dog, oh no, it's not Whistle Dog, I think I was the BMW of Reese who clipped the back of him, which is very, very unfortunate with Whistle Dog coming in now. Let's get in. Caught a lot of incidents, which that is something that we do not want to see. We want to see close racing from everyone. So here we go. This is our battle at the moment for the top 10 as well. So Rommel's not too far behind, so we got a four-way here now. So cars are going left, right, defending, attacking, defending, attacking. One car doesn't know what to do with the other car in front, especially when you're these two in the middle, Pesos and McGinty. So these are the ones that's putting pressure on and defending as well, with Ryan just out in front. I think he's struggling a little bit on tyres, or maybe like Mosquito is all over the back now of McGinty. I think he better off staying behind at the moment, coming down into this corner, which is a bit, he drove out the corner a little bit better, and he makes it stick. So Berman is not too far behind this four-way as well, so we've got a five-way happening. Let's have a look what's going on here. Oh, there's a little bit, not naughty, but a little bit close with the leading car out of this pack going into the pits. So Nesbitt is not too far behind. You got Frank as well, so this could end in a 5 or 6 way battle happening, which this is what we want to see. We want to see all you guys close and having fun. So we've got 37 minutes left. We've done 23. So this is panning out to be a good race, but a very unfortunate start, plus a few hiccups on the way from a few drivers. So I'm just looking at the top. I haven't jumped on board with these guys much and all that, because I've noticed that Adam is dropping down ever so slightly, but like I said, I'll try and get you as much of the action as I can. I do look at the telemetry more than anything, as McGinty does make one hell of an error, which lost him 2 places, I believe. It was very, very unfortunate. I think is there now amongst this pack with Nesbitt, Berryman, McKenty. Oh no, he only lost 2 places, I think it was, which is still unfortunate. So, the leader of the track at the moment is Reina. He's having a stormer, he's led the race from the start. So he's having a cracking race, he is. Whoa, has he got Adam? Oh, I think it was a bit too late to try and come into the pit then. I don't know if he wanted to come into the pit, he caught a bit too much curb and it just knocked him off. But Edwards is not too close. He's not close enough to make any impact on that error that he made then. It did look like, I don't know if he was, after that error, tried coming into the pits. But he's going to do another lap on him tyres if he wanted to come in on this lap. Unfortunately, you're going to do another one. So Hostel is in 24th position with the toe in 23rd. Mertens is in 22nd. Look at that, I like the change on this. But Clark is, no, that's Hendricks, I believe, in front. But I can't see Hendricks on the, unless it's a lapped car. Let me have a look and see what Hendricks is. Right here. Oh, he's catching the car after the pit stop. Right. I was wondering why Mr. Dog, why Clark was behind Hendricks. Because Hendricks hasn't made a pit stop yet and he's a lap down. I can see it now. Lap Ryan is the leader of, no, Nesbitt is the leader of the pit stops out of everyone in green at the moment. So just having a look at telemetry. So Clark with the pit stop, Hendricks not making a pit stop. Hendricks is going to lose a lot of time when he comes into the pit. He doesn't have to slow down or let him through. I don't think, because the way he's still racing. I don't know if he's getting blue flagged. Can't see no blue flags. But Hendricks is the car in front, so he has got every right to stay out of the track and keep Clark behind. Until he makes a pit stop, maybe if he catches up, but McKenty is out of the pits now. Whoop. So he's going to lose that a little bit then again. So Rommel has Peso just in front of him. So Nesbitt in 15th is the leader of the pit stops currently at the moment. So Hendricks is a lap down, so these guys at the bottom are a lap down from Captain in 11th all the way up into first spot. They are not a lap down, but if Ryan is there, Captain is there, so he's got about half a track. So just keeping an eye out on the telemetry. Rommel not too far behind Peso, 2.5 seconds now between the race leader Reina. Edwards is on the Stormer as well, who's not too far behind Peso. Rommel, we've had a few battles. So I don't think he's close enough to make any type of move. Maybe not coming down into the first corner as well, depending on the drive out of this corner and the final part. Whoop, as he does make a bit of an error. So Rommel is all over the back of Pesos now, who has been putting other racers under pressure coming down. the start finish straight out to the final corner in previous laps. So your race leader Reina is in the pit. So this is very close between these guys. Good racing. Come up with these S's now. Who's got the better tyre wear, especially after everything that's happened early on in the race. Has anybody any flat spots due to the incidents early on? But who knows? Don't forget, guys, this is powered by Next Level Racing as well. Don't forget to check them out on Facebook, on Instagram. Forget Formula Racing League on Facebook and Instagram as well. Give them a like and a follow. You know, we're at season 9 of Taco Tuesdays. It's never been, it's always, I meant to say, it's always been entertaining, Taco Tuesdays. So we're 30 minutes into the race. Oh, he's gonna have a better drive out this corner. Oh no, he tried putting the power down too much and I don't think he made his stick. Obviously, that's unfortunate. Trying to stay out of an incident. He tried putting the power down and didn't make it count. That's very unfortunate. He's a little let off with that Pesos. So Rommel being the safer driver, being the more cautious driver behind. I think he's going to come in now, get better tyres on. Pesos comes around the start lap 15. So Adam is your race leader at the moment. Pesos is currently second. Edwards is in third. Oh, my car, man. Where's my car? There she is. There's my car. Well, enough of my car. Going off into Lemon again, guys. We've got Cheeseman who still needs to make a pit stop. Looks like everybody seems to be spread out at the moment, so there's not a lot of action happening with the pit stops. These guys need to make it count. You got Rommel, you got Adam, Pesos, Cutchins on a good race. So Edwards is leading the race for the pit stops at the moment. A little bit tricky coming around that corner then. So Nesbitt is just in front, who is currently in 11th. We've still got racers who still need to make a pit stop. Chris Gedman will most probably come in with about 10 minutes left to go because he loves to go long in races. Oh, there's a car in front, makes a bit of a mistake. Can he catch up to Reese as he makes a little bit of a twitch himself? It looks like he's going to make Reese's race a little bit harder. Oh, he's under braking in. He went a little bit too wide, but Reese seems to be struggling. I don't know, is it aerodynamically or with traction? Not too sure, but these got caught up in an incident early on in the race. Chris has caught him up now, so let's see what Chris could do. Can he take advantage and make him pay? You never know. Let's see if we can have the better drive out in this corner now. So look at the slipstream going down to 130. Yeah, we'll just keep on board with these two guys at the moment. Making himself look big in the mirrors. Is Reese going to keep it out on track? He's going to make another mistake. Gedman going to take full advantage of it. So look, whoa, that was very close then. I do believe I normally indicate before I go into the pits very, very early to tell the driver behind that I am coming into the pits. I don't know if it's a rule, but I normally do it like that as I'm going into the chicane. Before I come out to the chicane to start the final lap, I'm normally indicating. So Mr. Gateman has Edwards all over the back of him. I think he just let him by then. I think there's another car of the race leader at the time. I think he's going to let him by, which is nice racing from Gateman. Being a pit stop down and you got faster races coming through. So Reina now has got some catching to do. It looks like he lost out in the pits, but it looks like Adam has made it count. He's made his pit stop with Edwards in second, and Reina is in third now. That's very, very unfortunate. I don't know what happened there in the pit stops, but Adam must have been on a stormer when Reina came into the pit stop, and Reina was caught up in a lot of traffic coming out to the pits maybe. And other traffic, and just Adam just was, just had a better position on track and better drive. As you got Blue Mosquito now under a lot of pressure from Wood. Good Cheese Monkey chasing a car who has already pitted though, but let's have a look if Wood can make Blue Mosquito and Nikenan's race a little bit harder by putting them under a lot of pressure. It looks like Wood was caught up in a bit of an incident looking at the rear of his car. We've got 24 minutes left of racing as you come around the last couple of corners before they start lap 18. So your current race leader at the moment is McCutcheon. He's in the pits now with Captain now leading the race with Adam in third. Edwards not too far behind with your race leader before the pit stops was Reina. Pesos is in sixth. Rommel in seventh. You got Nesbitt in eighth. You got Genman in ninth. Frank 10th, who is chasing down Genman, who hasn't made a pit stop. I'm not sure. I think Genman would let him by, and he does let him by. The Berryman not too far behind that pack, just out in front with Ryan in 12th. McGinty in 13th. You got Nicknan in 14th. You got Mosquito in 15th. Wood is chasing these two down as well, so we'll just jump on board with these two guys at the moment, because I think Mosquito will maybe put him under pressure coming down into the hairpin, and it's depending on who can have the better drive out of the hairpin to see where this is going to pan out. He does keep it on track. So who's going to be the better one on brakes at the moment? It looks Mosquito broke a little bit later. So the better drive out that corner at the moment was both Nip and Tuck. I thought making that one a little bit deeper coming up to that corner as well. A little bit of a twitch there, losing a little bit of traction. Don't get too much curb there, that can drag wind sometimes. I think he's a little bit close enough now, with Wood not too far behind. So Hendricks, who's made his pit stop now. Cheese Monkey's the only one who hasn't done it. With Hendricks just in front with Reese in 19th. Got Missile Dog in 20th. You got Mertens in 21st. You got Ostel in 22nd, you got Toe 3 laps down in 23rd, 22nd, Ostel, sorry. Toe is in 23rd, you have Clark, who is currently in the pits. I don't know if he's going to stay there, retire, but 6 laps down. I believe in May. So Captain is out in front currently at the moment with Adam, who will, looking at the distance between these two, will take first spot when Captain comes into the pit, with Edward in second and the fastest lap, the previous race leader, Rena, in third. So just keep an eye on the telemetry now. McCutcheon has just come out of the pit. He's all on the back of Ryan. So we just keep on board with these two guys at the moment. Let's see how this pans out. As they come around the next couple of corners before they come down onto it, yeah. Oh, I think he went a little bit too ambitious on the brakes and is turning into the corners. Then McCutcheon lost some time there. Very unfortunate. So Blue Mosquito's caught back up to Nickenen, who's gone a little bit wider on our corner. I don't know if he's struggling for anything, but I think there's a couple of times Blue Mosquito's coming out that corner and he's like understeer coming out of that corner, which I think if he had come out that corner a little bit smoother, he would have put Nigginen under a lot of pressure and maybe have had that spot, but who knows. He's got a good drive coming out this corner now. I think he had a better exit out of that corner, picking up. I don't think he wants to go on the dirty side of the track. I think he's just going to stay on the outside and keep him on the dirty side to defend and hopefully lose a little bit of traction, having a better angle coming into this corner now, but being a little bit wider, making Nikenen's night a little bit harder, turning in. So we have 18 minutes, just over 18 minutes left, right, and the track temperature has gone down to 15. I did say it would go down to at least 14, maybe 13 by the end of the race, depending. The track temperature is still optimum, mind, and the time does go on and nights do go colder. You never know. Let's have a look what's happening a bit further up then. So Reina is catching Edwards at a great speed and knots. So this is going to be it's a curve there then, but keeps it off track as he comes up to the final corner. I think he's catching him here, and he's going to put Edwards under a lot of pressure, and I think he will take him on the inside, depending who can be bravest and the best on brakes. He's gonna, and he left him a little bit of space. He left him a lot of space, which is good fair racing. With Reina being the quicker racer, but yeah, hands down, well done. Reina is obviously the quickest guy out on track. He was the quickest in free practice. He was on pole, but Edwards, take nothing off him. He's in third. He's on the Stormer, which is good. So Rommel is all over the back of Pesos now. I knew all of these cars would end up catching, would end up being a little bit tighter, give it a couple of laps for the tyres to mould into the tarmac. Just looking at this now. So Blue Mosquito takes Nickenen coming down to turn 1. Sorry I didn't miss that a little bit sooner, but got some more coming up here. So the race just up in front at the moment is getting a little bit spicy now between Frank and Nesbitt. The Rommel, who's dropped a little bit of time from him. Frank is not too far behind, with Blue Mosquito has gotten in front of Nickenen. Keeps it on track. Nice. I thought Mosquito went a little bit wider, but he's not on the dirty stuff. So Rommel is all over the back of Pesos now. Oh, they both follow each other's line and go really, really wide. I think if Rommel didn't go and follow Pesos, I think he may have had him or been a lot closer coming down into the chicane, or maybe coming out on the final corner, taking him into the first corner. So Frank's a little bit too far back on Nesbitt. So Mosquito, what can he do? A lot of screeching tyres out there tonight. So Frank has Nesbitt in front of him. Can he make it count? Can he overtake the Welshman? Looks like Wood is over the back of Niken now. I don't think he's close enough to make a pass. So Theo is the 23rd. He's racing a car in front of him. I'm not too sure who that is because it's not who it is. I think he's just going to keep up with him unless he can take him. If he has a slower car in the front. Oh, he doesn't want to go too far wide by that end. I thought he was going I believe that may be Reese. Yeah, it is Reese. It looks like Reese is struggling a lot. I think he's got a lot of damage, this Reese, so I think he'll just stick it out until the end of the race. He hasn't lost a position, but I think Toe is the quicker car and just took the place off him. Reese most probably has a bit of damage. He was caught up in an instant. Not too sure how much the damage has cost this car to be not as quick as it should be at the start of the race, but looks like these two are having a good scrap. Just keep on board with these at the moment. So the Welshman got to defend off Frank. So they're both going on the dirty side of the track. I think he will keep that position. 13 minutes just over to go. So Adam out in front is having a stormer. He's catching up two back markers. Will that fall into Raina's hands? Slowing him down a little bit more so he can get past. It looks like Rommel has taken Pesos. So Pesos is currently in fourth at the moment. Rommel is currently in fourth at the moment. Pesos in fifth. LMG is not the quickest. Whoa! So we've got Frank going off track. I don't think it was contact because Nesbitt is still going. So Pesos, have you got anything for Rommel? He brakes late. Turns in well. Nice drive out. It looks like Rommel has got that covered. Very unfortunate for Frank because he's been having a good race for the last 48 minutes. So Wood has just taken, I believe, our back marker maybe, I'm not sure, but oh, he's taken Niken. Niken must be struggling as well, because he's dropped a lot of seconds from Mosquito, who was not too far behind him. I think he must be struggling as well. Maybe tyres, damage, who knows. But Adam, your race leader, has Raina in 6.2 seconds behind. And for Raina to catch Adam, who has the quickest lap, plus there wasn't much separating them at the beginning of the race, to try and catch us 6.2 seconds with just over 11 minutes left to go is going to be a tough one. If Adam makes a mistake and goes off track, there's potential that Raina could get the top spot back, but These boys, oh, just like that. Bloody commentator's curse. Shit the hell. Sorry, I'm not wanting it to happen. I'm just saying, like, sorry guys. Made up, maybe about a second and a half, 2 seconds. That time should come down to about 4.8 now, maybe 4.6, 4.8. As he touches the dirty side of the track again. Let's see what the time is now when it comes into the next sector before the telemetry changes. Still 6.2. Nothing's changed. But now, thought it'd be a little bit less than that. With him going a little bit too wider then, but 6.1. So he didn't lose at the end. So he would have lost a little bit more time there, and especially catching the dirty side of the track. God, he's caught up loads on that one. Oh, I think he's lost loads as well. I don't know, I think that's not 6 seconds now, is it? 6.5. God, that's 6.5 seconds. It doesn't seem like that. That looks like about 3. But, hold on. The Peso is having fun with Rommel. Let's have a look a bit further down the field as well, towards the end of the race. Let's go. Ooh, your Missile Dog having a scrap with Reese. I don't think it'll be too difficult for Missile Dog to pass Reese, because I think Reese is struggling. Cars have been catching up, and he's braking, going around there then, so I'm assuming that, yeah, I think he's got way too much damage, or he's just seen it to the end. Oh, the last thing you want to do is catch contact now. Don't get too close. Oh, come on now. Oh, that's the last thing you want. I don't know if Reese has damage or don't get too close now. I don't know why he put his brakes on coming out to the hairpin left. But it's a bit unusual because it's normally flat around there. I think Missile Dog will put this into bed now, coming down into turn 1. Yeah, I believe he's got some damage, Reese. Oh, definitely. He doesn't want to defend too hard, even though you don't want to lose any places, especially when you've been racing for the last 52 minutes. It's always unfortunate, but I think Missile Dog has gone a little bit deeper there then, and he's taken quite a bit out of his tyres. Don't turn in now. Keep it on track, guys. That's the way somebody's had to give then between you two. Let's finish this race. Chris is 24 seconds with 7 minutes to go, so Reese should have some breathing space, even though he's not the quickest out on track. Or I don't know if oh, no way. Chris has a bit of an error, but I don't think Chris could catch Reese. So I think this will be where it stands. It looks like Clark has retired, Toto. Hostel has come back out on track, getting as many points as possible towards the end of the race. Looking out in front at the moment with, oh, that didn't look too good, with Adam in top spot with the quickest lap with the extra point as well for the championship. 39 seconds, very, very unfortunate with him. With his pit stop, I believe before that it was gonna come down to the wire between these two, because nobody's given an inch, even though seconds are gaining and dropping, but there was nothing in it between the pair of them. It's a good race from Evans. Rommel has dropped some positions and made it back through the pack. The Pesos, he's a new one for me, well raced, but got Nesbitt pulling off that 6th spot, who started, I believe, in like the 13th, I think it was, 12th, 13th. Berryman's having a good race. Not too sure when he started. Is around about this position as well. Frank Ryan, McCutcheon, who was the race leader for a couple of laps, but you know, like everybody else, had to pit. The Blue Mosquito. A couple of cars have been caught up in a few incidents, which is unfortunate. But we just go through now. Cheese Monkey needs to make a pit stop. He has just less than 5 minutes now, because I think it's the last minute you need to come in. Let me just look down the order now. Hendricks now with a lot of damage. Captain looks like he had a lot of damage, and Captain as well. His car's intact. Good race from him as well. Whistle Dog. He's normally a little bit higher up the field, but you know, like tacos, this is what it's all about. You need to make these races count, because everybody in taco, no way. What's going on? Oh, Mr. Gedman has pulled over to the side of the track. It looks like it's a bit of a malfunction, because this right side of his car didn't look like it was working. He had a left indicator, left brake, but seems to be okay now. I'm not sure if it was can't have been a disconnection, because he's still in the race. Very unfortunate. It looks like Cheese Monkey has just come into the pits now to serve his pit stop, sorry, not his penalty. Rommel has the championship point for the quickest lap at the moment. I'll just jump on board with a few of the racers. It looks like everybody's panned out tonight, and there's not too many battles happening. So we just got over 4 minutes with Adam, who was the second quickest guy in qualifying, started second for half the race. Pit stops made him race leader, and he's stayed there ever since for the last half hour. Good driving. Wood looks like you got a drive through. Must be for track limits. Can't see why he wouldn't have apparently for anything else, like. So Edwards is all on the back of Cheese Monkey, indicating just to get out of the way. Rommel having the quickest lap provisionally at the moment. We still got time, still got 2 laps to go. Peso coming up the S's as well. The Nesbitt 6th coming up the S's. Berryman also coming up the S's. For anything can happen here, coming up the S's. Especially this late on in the race, everybody wants to try and get closer to the car in front. You know, they want to try and get, you know, as many points as possible. Especially after 15 minutes of racing, it can get a little bit tedious, tired, especially in the night. It's darker, it's not so bright, it's not so fresh. It can be a little bit tiring more because of the surrounding. But everybody seems to have had a cracking race. Clark looks like he's retired, and Toe as well. Mr. Gedman is very, very unfortunate. I don't know what's going on over there. He was currently out on track in 21st, I believe, but Wood needs to come in this lap, otherwise he will lose a lot more than he could gain by not coming in, because I think it may be 130 seconds added to the time. I'd rather come in, lose. How long is a pit stop? By the time you drive in, go to the other end. He doesn't have to stop, he just keeps on driving. So stop, drive, say about 25 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, then on the pit stop anyway, innit? Which may end him down into the top 20, because I think Merton's And if I just seen it right there now, 2 laps down. So you're better off coming in. So with your race leader Adam, he might even finish the race on this lap. So we'll just jump on board with him, because looking at the telemetry I can't see anybody else battling. There's a couple of seconds between everybody, apart from, I think if he goes, I don't know, I think he could, I think this is his last lap. Potentially, if he can drive slow enough going across the finish line before Reina catches him, he might even win the race on this lap. But it's going to be very, very close coming to the start-finish line. I think, I don't know, it's 29 seconds, well, 25 seconds. I think he's not going to make another lap. I think this is going to be the final lap now for your race winner Adam, who has been consistent and faultless, if anything, which is absolutely awesome. Feel for Reina, who kept him behind for the first half of the race. Now Adam has paid him back, kept him behind for the second half of the race. But you have your race leader Adam. Well done, Adam, with Reina coming home in second. You've got Edwards coming home in third. So they are your top 3 guys, with Rommel coming home in fourth with the fastest lap still currently, with Pesos coming in 5th. You got Nesbitt coming home in 6th. Berryman 7th. Got Frank, who's a lap down, but he comes home in 8th. You got McCutcheon in 9th. Mosquito, he is coming around the final chicane now. There is a car in front of him, I'm not too sure who that is. That is Ostel, just out in front. He will finish racing 21st. The Blue Mosquito not too far behind him. We will finish in 10th. Ryan, I think he's run out of petrol. McKenty has taken that spot off him. Looks like no. What's going on with Ryan? He's run out of petrol. No way. This is very, very unfortunate. That's nice of a car. That's brilliant, that is. Who's that car there? That's Gedman. That's great sportsmanship, that is. Well done, Chris. That is very, very gutted, man. No way, right? On the final lap, on the final corner, runs out of petrol. So, sorry guys, I was going through the race positions and stuff like that. Obviously I didn't get it. Because that would have been a good moment if they crossed the line, and should have been off for a little bit slower then, but it's very unfortunate. So as it stands, you have Adam. You have Adam, your race winner after 29 laps. Reina in second. Edwards in third. Rommel with the fastest lap as well in fourth. Pesos in fifth. Nesbitt in sixth. Berryman 7th, Frank 8th, McCutcheon in 9th, Mosquito in 10th, McKenty in 11th, Nickenan in 12th, Hendricks 13th, Captain 14th, Wood 15th, Whistledog 16th, Reese 17th, Ryan, very, very unfortunate, run out of petrol, and fair play to Chris trying to get you across the line. In 18th, Cheese Monkey 19th, Mertens in 20th, Oslo in 21st, Gedman in 22nd, Toe and Clark are your retirees, and that's me, FRL Data Mark. Your comms guy for tonight. Don't forget, guys, to check Next Level Racing out on Instagram and our Discord. Don't forget Formula Racing League on Facebook and Instagram as well. Give the both of them a like, a follow. Just keep in touch with everything that's going on. This is season 9 Taco Tuesday. Round 2 at Suzuka. Powered by Next Level Racing as well. So, guys, it's been an eventful race. It was great fun. I haven't done comms for 4 months, maybe longer, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Nice to see new names on the race board. But yeah, keep driving hard, fast, and keep us all entertained as usual for the next race, round 3. And I will catch you all then, guys. Take care, have a good night, good morning, afternoon, wherever you are around the world, and I will see you at the next race. Peace.